Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, February 28th. I have my 4 best bets for you in the NBA tonight. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have a 6-game NBA slate tonight. Some pretty primetime matchups here. Bulls, Cavs, these two teams always play each other really tough and crazy. I hate Donovan Mitchell. He always dominates the Bulls in this matchup. Kings, Nuggets, that's always a great one. The Kings actually have the Nuggets number here, so that's an interesting game overall to watch. Pacers, Pelicans is primetime game tonight on ESPN. And then we have Lakers, Clippers to cap the night. Cannot wait to watch LeBron versus Kawhi, AD, and Paul George is out for this matchup, so PG and James Harden in this game overall. Hey, I normally recap action here, but I just want to jump into the action tonight. Let's look at my first best bet. We're going to be looking at that Pacers-Pelicans game. I'm going with Tyrese Halliburton. Over 29.5 points assist coming in at minus 125 on ESPN. Let's take a look at it. If you look over the last 5 games here, you're probably thinking, Halliburton has gotten this over this much. He's only gotten over 2 of his last 5. He has a 65% hit rate on the season. So overall, he hits this pretty often. But recently, he's kind of getting into a few struggles. Last game, he was 2 for 11 from the field. I expect him to bounce back at home here in a pretty high over-under matchup against the Pelicans here. He has some pretty great success scoring the ball against the Pelicans. He's scored over his point total 4 of his last 5 games versus the Pelicans, averaging 17.3 points. I think he had 2 20-point games in that. So with the assists here, he's been on fire passing the ball all year. We all know that, but we would just need 10 assists here overall. So I think he can easily get this to 30 points assists for us here. Pelicans allowing the 5th most assists and the 4th most threes to the point guard position. Halliburton, I think he's going to take advantage of that and splash a few threes for us. Overall, I think this is a prime time bounce back spot for Halliburton here tonight. Love his over of 29.5 points assists. For my second best bet and for my first same game parlay of the day, it's going to be in that Cleveland-Chicago matchup, going with 2 players that have DraftKings 50% profit boost in the matchup. If you're in the Chicagoland area, you do get this boost. 2+ plays for plus 171 odds. Let's take a look at it. Donovan Mitchell, 25+ points. He's gotten this over 8 of those last 10 games, averaging 28 points per game. He's gotten this over 7 of his last 8 games versus the Chicago Bulls. He absolutely dominates the Bulls in this matchup. On back-to-backs, he's gone over 4 of his last 5 games, and he's hit this 60% of the time on the season overall with the domination against the Bulls. With this game being a tight matchup, I think Donovan Mitchell is going to step up for the Cavs here. 25+ points again for him. Then we're going to go with the marvelous DeRozan, 20+ points. On the season, he's had a 77% hit rate on this at home. High over-under as well. Not high over-under. 3, 2, 77%. Tomorrow, 3, 2, 1. DeMar has a 77% hit rate on the season at home for the Bulls here for 20+ points. He's gotten this over 7 in his last 10 versus the Cavs, averaging 22 points per game. He's actually gotten this over 8 of his last 10 games overall, 25.1 points. With Zach LaVine being gone, Bulls kind of doing a playoff push, in air quotes, not really. But DeMar has stepped up for the Bulls overall. While other players have had shooting woes, DeMar has set up. I love these 2 spots. For my third best bet, and if you saw my Twitter earlier this morning, I posted the play. I absolutely love LeBron James here against the Clippers. He has balled out against them in so many games. So my next best bet in the NBA tonight is LeBron James over 23.5 points coming in at minus 120 on FanDuel. Let's dive into it. He's gotten this over 4 of the last 5 games here. This is playoff push LeBron here. He's trying to get these Lakers as high as a seed as he can. This is a nice rivalry game as well. Clippers-Lakers. Game is technically a home game overall. He's got those technically a home game overall. Against the Clippers this season, he's gotten this over 2 of his last 2 games, averaging 30 points per game. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 5 games against the Clippers, averaging 30 points per game. The Clippers allowed the 8th most points to the small forward position and the 3rd most threes overall. I absolutely think it's a smash spot for LeBron James here tonight, over 23.5 points. For my 4th best bet and for my last same game parlay, using my DraftKings 50% profit boost, on this one, it's going to be 3 legs overall. You already heard one of the legs that I absolutely love. Let's just dive into it. LeBron James, 25+ points. He's gotten this over 6 of his last 10 games, averaging 25.8 points. 4 of his last 5, like I said, making that playoff push. He's gotten us over 6 of his last 9. Nice. Versus the Clippers, averaging 28.8 points per game. Overall, this should be a great spot for LeBron here. Clippers giving up the 8th most points to the small forward position. For the second leg, continuing with the LeBron James theme here, going with over 1.5 threes. He's gotten this over 9 of his last 10 games, averaging 2 threes made per game. He's gotten this over 8 of the last 9 games against the Clippers, averaging 3.3 threes made on the season. So far this season, he's hit this over 71% of the time. Absolutely love it here. He plays a Clippers team that allows the third most threes to the small forward position. LeBron James, come on, pull through for us on these 2 legs. Then we're going with Kawhi Leonard, 25 plus points here. He has kind of not been the best shooting overall, but tonight he has without Paul George. He's gotten this over 9 of his last 10 games without PG-13 on the court, averaging 29.4 points per game without him on the court. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 6 games versus the Lakers, averaging 23.7 points. The Lakers allow the 5th most points to the small forward position. I think it's going to be a classic Kawhi versus LeBron matchup here. And a pretty high over-under game, primetime matchup, big playoff push game. Big-time players, big-time games. Love this same game parlay. 3+ plays for 429 odds on DraftKings. Those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA tonight. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. While you're there, please make sure to follow my Twitter at @DeWiddler. You get to see my plays if I post them earlier, or if I don't post a video at all, you get to see my plays there every single day for the NBA. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. Hey, let's cash these tickets today. Feeling really good on this card. LeBron, please don't let us down here against the Clippers, but I know you won't. All right, guys. See you in the next one.